So it's a good idea from time to time to re-verify your level. I have used this Neptune 4 Plus from Elegoo for months, and I set my level when I got it. I set my Z offset when I got it, and I was like, maybe I want to check and see if the wheels have come unturned or have loosened off or anything like that, and the level has been affected. There was no reason for me to. I haven't seen any issues in my prints. Like, I just printed that big 200% Flexi Factory skeleton Triceratops that y'all saw, and it printed just fine. Actually, in some areas I could see when it was laying down the first layer, it was a little too close to the bed, because you'll see like ripples, and that means you're too close to the bed. General rule of thumb is, in 3D printing, it's better to be a little too close than a little too far away, because you don't want to be too close, because then you're scraping the bed or pushing the filament off of the bed when it's trying to print. But a little bit closer, it's just to really get that first layer down. You can go through the time and really meticulously manually level this, and then put it through its auto level and all that. Actually, the most time that you spend on the manual level, whether it be on like the Neptune 4 Plus here or the one that I did on my Neptune 4 Max, I really spent a lot of time doing the manual level on my Neptune 4 Max, because it's such a huge print bed, right? And the more I spent probably an hour on meticulously leveling the bed manually, and then doing the auto bed level, just to get it as good as I could get it. The way I do it is I use the standard piece of A4 printer paper, literally printer paper. I don't use any other random scraps of paper or notebook paper or anything like that. I use the A4 because overwhelmingly it's a consistent thickness. Whereas with notebook paper, it could be a little thinner with a like a slick card, like something like out of one of these manuals or something like that. It can be a little thicker paper stock, a little thinner, so you never really know. I guess it doesn't really matter what you use, as long as you're consistently using that same piece. So if you have a little spare notebook and you're tearing out sheets in that notebook to set your level and Z offset and stuff like that, well, then you're gonna have to keep using that. But I use A4 paper. But I just now went through and did the manual again just to check. It has 6 points, and I use this again, and this hasn't moved at all. The bed has not moved. The stiffness of the pull is the same on all 6 points. Some a little lower than the others, but it wasn't enough to try to turn that wheel the half of a width of a hair or something like that to try to get it. It was good enough. And so now I'm running it through its auto bed level again, and I'm going to check the Z offset again just to see. So that's just my 2 cents. I do that from time to time, just to verify that nothing has moved and everything is staying the same. So there you go.